It's been a month since 9-year-old Connor Verkerke was stabbed to death at a Kentwood playground by 12-year-old Jamarion Lawhorn, the youngest ever charged with murder in Kent County.
At 6 o'clock tonight, Connor's parents sat down with Target 8 investigator Ken Colker to talk about forgiveness. They told us how they tracked down Jamarion's mother right after their son's death and gave her money to feed her family.
So what was it that led them to feel betrayed now by Jamarion's mom and by the state? Ken's joining us again tonight with this story.
Yeah, they said they knew nothing then about the history of abuse in the young killer's family or how the state violated the law by not even trying to take Jamarion from his home. So they gave his mom $150, hoping it could help. What did you say?
She thanked us. She said she didn't understand how we could be so nice, how we could be so kind, or, you know, why we would help her and that kind of thing.
Why were you?
Because for us, that's how we were raised. I mean, I was raised with the ideals of you take care of your community all the time. Yeah. You help your neighbors, you love your neighbors, and you help those that are in pain.
Several days later, Connor's parents learned of the Lawhorn family's abusive history. Jamarion's mom, Anita Lawhorn, had lost parental rights to 2 other kids in New York 15 years ago, after her 1-year-old daughter suffered 4 broken bones and her 3-year-old had apparent cigarette burns. They also learned that Michigan's CPS had substantiated that Jamarion had been abused by his mom and stepdad a year ago. By law, Michigan was required at the time to try to remove Jamarion from his home, but that never happened.
It does feel like, you know, somebody else not doing their job properly cost me dearly.
When police arrested Jamarion for the stabbing, he was covered with bruises. He told them his stepdad put them there. They also found what they called deplorable conditions in Jamarion's home. No bedding, no utilities, little food, and that his mom and stepdad were using cocaine.
Instead of crying out for help or something like that, he chose to act violently.
Which in itself was probably a very, very loud cry for help.
A month later, Connor's mom and dad are at times numb. Tears come some days, but not others. Anger wells, then fades, and turns sometimes to pity, at least for Jamarion.
It is. It's a roller coaster. It's a complete roller coaster. You know, today I might feel bad for him. Tomorrow I might hate him.
But there's no wavering in their anger at Jamarion's mom. After the stabbing, CPS took away her other 3 kids and filed papers to terminate her parental rights. Connor's parents said they believed those kids were already gone when they gave Anita Lawhorn the money for groceries.
We went there and gave her money with the intent that it would be used for good purposes. If she didn't use it for that, that's on her.
Where are you afraid it went?
Up her nose.
And they feel betrayed by the state.
Why do they get to act outside of those laws? Why do they get to be outside of those restrictions? Is it because of their caseloads? Is it because they're in some position of power that they feel that they don't, it's their discretion which rules that they follow? It's not, and it's not. You don't get to pick and choose.
What keeps them going now is their 3 sons and the community support. The vigil, the fundraisers, hundreds of cards and letters, some from strangers, some like this one from Connor's friends.
Buddy, you're the nicest friend I ever had. You should come back to life so I can play with you one last time.
But it has truly given me hope, because it shows me there are still, that good people far, far, far outnumber the bad.
Then there's the dream, Mom's dream, something she clings to. She's leaving a store through a double set of doors into a huge parking lot.
And there was a humongous rock, and Connor was sitting on it. And he looks up at me and he says, "Finally, Mom, you finally found the place where you can always find me. What took you so long?"
Just a heartbreaking story, Ken. You wonder, there's the before, but there hasn't been the after yet. They're still living this daily. What is next in this case?
They're hoping that maybe this death can help to lead to some change, and maybe they can help with that. There's going to be some Senate, House committee hearing. It's not, the date hasn't been set for that yet, but they want a chance to be able to testify in that hearing, and you know, they want a chance to make a difference.
Such an upsetting case, and we will definitely follow where everything goes next.
Yes, we will.
Ken Kolker, thank you for that report.
Thank you, Ken.